From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast with Scott Sander.
Welcome to the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast. I'm Scott Sander. On this episode, let's talk about the week in business. Exciting news that should draw more people to the many small businesses in Speedway. Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum opens in less than 1 month. Joe HALE is the president of it, and stop by Wish TV's Daybreak to fill us in on what you'll see and hear.
Every business is unique and has a target audience. If you own or manage a business, Circulus Digital Media can help you connect and grow your customer base with turnkey digital solutions that are nimble, offering best-in-class results, service, and support to reach a bigger customer base, allowing you to pinpoint a specific audience down to the smallest details. Get outside the city, the state, span the globe. Put Circulus Digital Media to work for you. Get started now at circulusdigital.com. That's circulusdigital.com.
Bombas makes the most comfortable socks, underwear, and T-shirts.
Warning, Bombas are so absurdly comfortable you may throw out all your other clothes.
Sorry, do we legally have to say that?
No, this is just how I talk, and I really love my Bombas.
They do feel that good. And they do good, too. One item purchased equals one item donated.
To feel good and do good, go to bombas.com/Wondery and use code WONDERY for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/Wondery and use code WONDERY at checkout.
This is Business, Equity, and Opportunities. This Week in Business.
It is 8:42, live look at Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum. One of Central Indiana's most renowned attractions is nearly ready to reopen after years of dreaming and designing and fundraising and building. And Joe HALE has sort of shepherded the place through all of it. The president of Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you. That shot, it looks the same on the outside.
It does.
Wait until you get into the inside.
Well, tell us about it. How close are you to done? What's left to button up?
You know, I remember when Bowles was on here, you had a countdown clock on the screen. You know, we're 28 days away from opening. And, you know, we've been working on this. We closed about 16 months ago. It's been a challenging time, to say the least. But right now, we're on schedule. We're under budget. We're opening April 2nd.
Nothing better a president would like to say than on
That's
schedule
right.
and under budget.
Tickets are on sale right now online.
Tell us about that. There's a timed ticketing system. How's that work?
There is. We know we're going to be slammed when we open the first month or so. So initially, we are going to have a timed entryway. So when you go online to buy your ticket, you can choose the time that you'd like to visit. And we'll make sure that everybody's comfortable when they're there and it's not overly crowded.
Is there surge pricing like some attractions use?
Not at this point.
Okay.
Not at this point. I mean, if you're a member, you get a little priority.
Sure.
And you know, members, they're $25. Well, the admission is $25 for an adult, 18 for a kid, and seniors certainly have a discount. But, you know, if you visit the museum twice as a family, you pay for the membership. So we're encouraging people to get memberships. There's some advantages to that.
As we see on our screen, we're seeing some of the renderings, and from here and there, you mentioned President Doug Bowles at the track. He'll come in with the behind the bricks and show us some pictures of what's actually happening inside. When people go in, are there one or two spaces that, with everything being exciting, you're most looking forward to them experiencing?
Scott, I think people are going to be blown away when they come into this museum. I mean, there is nothing left from the old museum. It's just incredible. There's going to be a starting line experience where you stand on the starting line of the track, and it's about a 6-minute experience where it's what it's like to be on that track from 6 a.m. until driver starts your engines on race morning. It is in front of you, it's above you, it's all around you. It's incredible, just incredible.
When you describe things, your eyes light up. Does a mission guide you as you and your team obviously put together what we're going to see here, but it's an evolving museum. There's a race every year. There'll be new additions. Does that guide you?
It does. It does. And, you know, in the past, the museum was somewhat static. And some people said it reminded them of an indoor parking lot, which I didn't appreciate. Today, there are 14 distinct areas that you can go to, different galleries. Plus, we're going to have rotating exhibitions. Every 3 or 4 months, there's going to be something new happening there. But our focus is always on the winning cars of the 500, our obligation to tell the stories and the history of the 500. That's not wavered at all.
Do you think the first-time viewer will be more blown away, or in some ways might it be the person who's gone over the decades?
I think it's anybody. If a person's not a car person when they come in, they're still going to enjoy it because it's interactive, it's participatory, it's immersive, it's educational, but also it's very, very entertaining, especially for kids. Education is going to be a keystone of this new museum. We're going to talk about all the jobs that are being created right here in Indianapolis in motorsports and how kids can prepare for those. So that's going to be a keystone. Plus, there's just going to be a lot for families and kids to do.
Joe Hale is the president of Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum. By the shine in your eyes, the biggest cheerleader for the place as well. We're excited for you. Again, you mentioned the times and ticketing. April 2nd is the date. We'll work on getting a countdown clock for you. Tickets $25. Children under 5 get in free.
Our thanks again to all the contributors who joined us for this episode of the Business Equity and Opportunities podcast. We hope you found it enlightening, useful, and inspiring. You'll find more information about the show on our website, BEOshow.com. You can watch Business Equity and Opportunities Sunday mornings at 10 on Wish TV or live stream it through wishtv.com. Each week we provide 7 full segments with topics ranging from how to get started and how to access capital to the day-to-day running of your business and questions about accounting and bookkeeping. We feature business news and trends and always share a success story from one of our contributors. Join us next time for more insights into the world of small business. Be sure to sign up for our Business Equity and Opportunities newsletter to get even more valuable, up-to-date information. And if you have any questions or you'd like to be part of our show, please email us. The address is beo@wishtv.com. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Scott Sander. Thanks for listening.
Watch the Business Equity and Opportunities show on Wish TV and access all of our content and share it on demand anytime at BEOshow.com. You can find more podcasts from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.